I have watched men give a company a decade and get replaced in a single afternoon, and the floor never shook. No pause, no reckoning. Just a quieter version of the same chair filled by someone younger and cheaper by Monday. That is the part no one says to your face. The people you have given your years to have already run the math on losing you, and the number came back smaller than you would ever believe. Hard work does not protect you. Loyalty does not protect you. Being reliable just makes you easy to plan around. They smile at you in the hallway and price you in the meeting. Machiavelli understood this 500 years ago. The man who is merely useful is the man who gets replaced the moment something more useful appears. These are the 7 signs you are more replaceable than they have let you believe, and what the man they cannot afford to lose does differently. Sign 1. They keep the man who is easy to manage, and they replace him without blinking. There is a version of competence that gets rewarded, and a version that gets used. The man who is easy to manage, reliable, agreeable, low maintenance, is the man they keep. Not promote. Not fear. Keep. Like a piece of furniture that works exactly as expected and gets noticed only when it breaks. Machiavelli observed that the prince who is merely convenient is not the prince who is necessary. Convenient men get replaced the moment something more convenient appears. Necessary men get negotiated with. The difference is not working harder. It is becoming the answer to a question no one else in the room can answer. Sign 2. They count your years as comfort, not leverage. The man who has been somewhere a decade believes time is an asset. To them, it is not. Time is a history. Leverage is what you can do right now that no one else in the building can. Marcus Aurelius wrote that it is not the years that count, but what you did with them. A decade of showing up does not make you indispensable. A decade of building something no one else can run does. The man who has been there longest is not the most powerful man in the room. He is the most familiar, and familiar is the easiest thing in the world to let go of. Sign 3. They have never been made to feel what it would cost to lose you. This is the one most men never force. They work hard. They deliver. They never complain, and they never, not once, make the room feel the size of the hole their absence would leave. The man who is truly necessary does not announce it. He lets the gap speak. Machiavelli was blunt about this. A prince who has to explain why he is necessary has already lost the argument. The necessary man does not explain. He steps back, briefly, deliberately, at exactly the right moment, and lets the room discover the cost on its own. The price of losing you should never need a conversation. It should be obvious the second you are gone. Sign 4. They pay for outcomes, and you have been selling them skills. This is the gap most men never see. He gets better at the craft. He collects certificates, experience, knowledge, and none of it touches the one thing that decides his worth, a result only he can produce. Epictetus wrote that we suffer not from events, but from our opinions about them. And the man who believes his skills are his value is holding an opinion that is quietly costing him everything. Skills are inputs. Outcomes are the only currency the people who price you actually spend. The replaceable man brings skills. The man they cannot lose brings results no one else can reproduce. Sign 5. If the work survives your absence, they have already learned they do not need you. Walk out tomorrow, and if the machine keeps running without a single missed day, you were never a man to them, you were a process. And processes get automated, outsourced, handed to the cheapest hand that can hold them. Machiavelli understood that the only durable power is the kind that does not exist without you. The relationship only you hold, the knowledge only you carry, the outcome only you can deliver. Build the thing that breaks when you leave. That is the only insurance that ever pays out. If this one hit close to home, subscribe. Every episode goes one level deeper. You need to be here for what comes next. Sign 6. They are not going to discover you. The man who believes good work speaks for itself will spend years watching louder, lesser men get picked first. Work does not speak. Work is silent. People are loud. Machiavelli wrote that men judge more by what they see than by what is real. And the man who controls what the room sees controls what the room believes he is worth. That is not manipulation. It is positioning. The man they cannot replace does not hide inside his competence and hope. He makes the line between his presence and the result impossible to miss, clearly, repeatedly, without apology, until the room cannot picture the outcome without his face attached to it. Sign 7. They will pay you exactly what you have trained them to. The man who never raised his price, never pushed back, never walked, taught the people across the table that his floor is his ceiling. Seneca wrote that it is not the man who has little, but the man who craves more, who is poor. And the man who does not know his own worth will crave the approval buried in whatever number he is handed. He takes it because refusing feels dangerous, because asking feels arrogant, because he has never once sat in the discomfort of being willing to walk away long enough to find out what he is actually worth. Scarcity is not a negotiating trick. It is a fact you create by becoming something that cannot simply be swapped for whoever will do it for less. Most men read this and decide the answer is to work harder. It is not. The man they cannot replace is not the one logging the most hours. He is the one who built something the room cannot run without, a capability, a relationship, a result that exists nowhere else in the building. Machiavelli observed that the man who makes himself necessary never has to demand respect. It arrives on its own because the alternative is unacceptable to the people who need him. You do not become irreplaceable by being slightly better at what everyone already does. You become irreplaceable by building what no one else bothered to build, and then making sure the room knows exactly what walks out the door the day you decide to stop carrying it. That is not arrogance. That is leverage. And leverage is the only language this world actually negotiates in. You have spent years handing over exactly what was asked of you and trusting that the quality of it would be seen and paid back in kind. And instead, you have watched the people who did less get more. Watched your loyalty get filed under expectation instead of value. Watched yourself become the most reliable man in the room and the last one anyone would fight to keep. And the reason was never that you were not good enough. It was that you were never scarce enough, never built the one thing that would make your absence land like a problem instead of an inconvenience. Never let them feel the cost of you until the cost was zero because you were already gone. And that is the exact calculation you can flip starting now. Not by grinding harder at the same replaceable work, but by becoming the answer to a question no one else in your field has thought to ask yet. Because the man who becomes that answer never has to ask for his seat. The table stops working without him, and they know it. And if you are ready to be that man, you already know what you are, finally ruthless.